Hello everyone, it's Dan, your resident Digimon fan, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going through my current collection, where I am after BT6. I've finally been able to pick up all of the cards I was missing from BT6, so I've got them in my folder and we'll be going through those. I've also got plenty of other things to show you just how my collection has evolved since the last time we had a video on this. This will be my third installment of the collection series, back from my humble beginnings, then towards the middle of BT4 and now at the end of BT6. So it's been a great journey so far, but I've got a lot of things to cover and I don't want this video to be as long as previous collection videos, which ran up to 30 minutes if not longer. So let's get started straight away. So first thing to note obviously is my playmats. So these are the backdrops to all my videos. I have the playmat from the Tamers Evolution box PB-01, and I've also got the Tamers set playmat, which I think is PB-04 or 5, I can't remember the exact one. But yeah, so I've got my two playmats that I use as my backdrops for my videos. When we're talking about the Tamers Evolution box, obviously that came with a bunch of other things, so you may have seen this at the beginning. This is just the memory gauge that came with it, which is really nice. Just got the Agumon line and the Gavamon line over there. Really cool. And the Tamer Evolution box itself is here. Oh, chunk. There we go, he's a large lad. Tamer's Evolution box with the really nice artwork on the front. You've got the sprites on the sides, the crests on the bottom. Let me show you what I keep inside here. This is very full. And here you have the insides. So quite a lot to go through. So what I actually keep in this box are my duplicates, regular rares. So we've got over here, we've got BT 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then these are starter deck duplicates here. So if I pull this out, you can see Shine Greymon from the Gallantmon deck. In here we have my duplicate super rares, and this is the deck box that came with the Tamer Evolution box, which is really nice. So yeah, in here I keep my super rare duplicates. So I've got a complete set of the memory boosts that I will probably try and sell on. I've managed to sell on my two other ones, which is really nice. These aren't actually super rares, but I really like them, so I kept them in here. These are Japanese regular rares from the EX01 Classic Collection, which should be coming out in December in English, so keep these in here. Then we have one of each of the starter deck super rares, just because no one's really that interested in buying them individually. And then similarly, the newer starter deck rares, we've got super rares rather. We've got Geomon, Gallantmon, Vmon, Ulforce Featuremon. I've got one of the two of the Rise Greymon promos from the premium sets, just because they don't really have that much value, so there's not much point selling them on. And I also have Tactimon, Mamemon, and also Mirage Galgamon, because they are relatively low value super rares, and the cost of sending them in the post is probably more than the value I would get from selling them. So for that reason I just keep them for now, and then if their value goes up in the future I will sell them on. So that's what's in the deck box. And then the other half of here is just duplicates from the starter sets. So if we look at these ones, we've just got the regular commons and rares. This is from Guy Red, and I've got duplicates from each of the decks, because as I've said before, I buy two versions of each starter deck, one to put into my folder so that I could show the art, and one to put into here. I'm having trouble putting this back together apparently, so we'll leave it as that. But yeah, really nice. Lots of duplicates. I don't obviously need all these duplicates, but not all the rares are worth money, and I don't really feel like selling a bunch of them for no money. So for now I'm holding on to them. So sorry for those who think I'm a hoarder. I did have someone say I was a hoarder in one of my videos, and I can assure you I'm not intentionally a hoarder. It's just when you buy a lot of product you get a lot of duplicates. One day I'll figure out what to do with them. So the next thing then to look at are the starter decks, now that we've talked about the duplicates from the starter decks. So I have one of each of the starter decks playable in a setup like this. So I've got it in an upper deck box, Digimon starter deck Guy Red, and inside we've got the cards in their corresponding color sleeves. So this deck is shuffled. I have actually managed to play a couple games with this deck with my friend, which was really fun. So yeah, this is why it was nice to get one of each, because although I don't competitively play the game and I just collect cards, it is nice to have some decks because the game itself is really fun. So I've got the Gaia Red, the Cocytus Blue, we have Heaven's Yellow, we have Venomous Violet, Giga Green, and we have Machine Black. Now I do have another set of the Gallantmon and Ulforce Digimon decks. I haven't yet put them into these boxes, which is why I'm not showing them off on this video. They are actually inside the Tamer Evolution box where all my duplicates are. So I'll get around to buying deck boxes and sleeves, and I'll put them in here as well because they seem quite fun to use, those decks in particular. Okay, so next up on the topic of duplicates, we have these booster boxes. So I have one of each booster box that's come out so far, and that is containing the commons and uncommon bulk from those sets. So in here we have version 1.0, although actually it's more of just BT 01 to 02, because I haven't really separated them properly, but you can see got lots of different duplicates in here. I would love to be able to get these into the hands of people that play the game, but yeah, it's just the individual cards don't have a huge amount of value. So if I could find a good way to bundle them together and post them off and make a little bit of money from them, that would be great. Otherwise, I'm just holding on to them for now until I can find a good use for them. But yeah, so I've got Release Special Boosters 1.0. This was my pre-release box. We have Release Special Booster version 1.5, which is also very full, as you can see. Oh, I could be able to close that one. Yeah, we are. We have Great Legend, which is BT4. It's the pink box. We have Battle of Omni, which is the set before the most recent one. Really enjoyed Battle of Omni. And also, of course, Double Diamond, the most recent set. So lots of duplicates in there, and yeah, they are really nice cards. What I'm thinking of doing is getting like a big poster and getting all of my favorite artwork from the duplicates and then making a poster out of them and putting it on the wall. I think that would be really nice. It's a really good way to display them, so I'll be doing that at some point. Next thing to talk about is actually one of my favorite parts of my collection, and if you've seen my previous collection videos, you will know what I'm talking about, and that is my booster pack collection. So these are not full, these are empty, so as you can see, completely empty. But what I do is I chop the tops off my packs and I save at least one or two of each one so that I can keep it in here, because it's really nice to go through and just see all the different artworks. These currently live in a Yu-Gi-Oh box that I stuck a Digimon card game thing on it. Convenient storage, I guess. So let's have a quick look through what we have in here. So we have Double Diamond, we have the Special Box Promotion Pack. This was a box topper for version 1.0 and 1.5. We have Dash Pack version 1.5. We have a Great Dash Pack that was with that came out with BT4 Great Legends. We have Double Diamond Dash Packs, got two of those. We have the First Anniversary Pack, which came as a box topper in Double Diamonds. What do we have here? Version 1.0. What I really liked about the original sets is that they had 4 different pack arts, which I know was because it was a collection of BT 1, 2 and 3, so they were able to do it as like a mashup like this. But I much prefer having multiple pack arts for the same set than having one pack. That's just me, I don't know. Anyway, we have another Double Diamond. We have a Great Legend. We have a Double Diamond pre-release pack. First Anniversary Dash Pack. A Great Legend pre-release pack. Battle of Omni booster. Version 1.5 booster. Another 1.5. And the promo pack 0.0 as well. See, this is why it's cool to keep these, because these are rare packs. So although I have opened them, it's not like I'm keeping them for value. I'm just keeping them because it's nice to see them. We have version 1.5. Over here we have the classic 1.0 Omnimon pack. We have a Japanese EX01 classic collection. Great Legend power-up pack. Another 1.5. The desk is getting littered in wrappers now. We have another Double Diamond Dash pack, a Double Diamond pre-release pack, another power-up pack. Let's rush through these. We have a special release memorial pack. They were given out with version 1.5 boxes. We have the special box promotion again, another memorial pack. We have a Great Legend pre-release pack, another 1.0, still going. We have a 1.5 memorial pack, 1.5 dash pack 1.0. That's a new one. Oh, still going. 1.0. Dash pack 1.5, 1.0. We have Battle Omni pre-release pack. I mean, I don't think we're going to find anything else special or new in here. Another Great Legends. More dash packs, another classic collection. Now, one thing that is new, now that I have this massive pile of packs in front of me, is I kept one of the premium pack boxes, not just because, you know, I keep things, but because I actually keep sealed packs in here. Now, the reason I have some sealed packs is because there were some booster packs that you get a lot of that I had collected every card of, so I had no reason to open them because the sealed pack itself holds more value than the cards inside. So, for example, I have a special box promotion pack, still sealed. I have 4 great dash packs, still sealed, because I received so many dash packs when I bought Great Legend, and I got everything I needed out of the first few. And then these two I've not actually shown off on camera before because these were relatively recent purchases, but I've actually been able to pick up an official tournament pack, Volume 1 and Volume 2. So they were relatively cheap because I don't attend tournaments, so I haven't been able to get hold of these any other way, but they were approximately £15 each. I think maybe a little bit less than £15. So that's really cool, and I'm going to keep them sealed. I have every card from Tournament Pack Volume 1 because I purchased them separately. I don't have any of the cards from Volume 2, but they're all alternate arts. So I'd rather keep this pack sealed, and I'll probably buy some of the ones in the future if I so decided to. But generally speaking, I don't purchase alternate arts, as you may know if you've watched my videos before. So yeah, that's my booster pack collection. And yeah, like I said, that's a really fun part of my collection, probably my favorite part. Okay, so that's all of the little bits out of the way, which sounds like a silly thing to say considering how much I've already shown off. And the last part of the collection then are the folders. So the folders is my main collection. It's where I keep one of each card in the set, excluding alternate arts, and then I have a separate folder where I keep my promos, alt arts, starter deck cards, and just other bits and bobs. So we will start with the purple folder, which is this one here. Now, this folder is it's an Ultra Pro Eclipse, and I've tried to have an Ultra Pro Eclipse for all of my sets. Just going to move these things a bit out of the way. So let's have a look inside. So in this purple folder, we have all the cards from BT 1, 2 and 3, which is the version 1.0 and 1.5 set. So what I'm going to do is pick up the camera and we're going to go and have a look through them. Okay, this is a bit of a better angle. So starting off with 1.0, classic set. Obviously it was the original set that was released in the UK. Some really iconic cards in here with some great artwork. Of course, it's got Agumon Expo, who's a legend. Have some yeah, fond memories of opening this set back in November last year when I got my pre-release box. It was really fun because Digimon really hasn't had much of a presence in the UK for a long time. Obviously the anime continued to run, but in most places in most cases they stopped even translating the anime into English, as you guys in the US would know. But also the UK streaming services would stop even offering them. So for example, Digimon Adventure and Digimon Tamers is available on, I think, Amazon Prime Video in the US, but not in the UK, which is really frustrating. Obviously it's to do with copyright laws and licensing and all that kind of stuff, but it is still really disappointing that we don't really have much in the way of Digimon over here. There's Omnimon over there. Frustratingly, I purchased him for, I think it was about 30 something pound, but now his value's tanked so much he's only about 12, 15. But that's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. Things devalue over time. Got the original tamers. Yeah, so when I heard that there was going to be a new English card game, I was really excited, because I'd collected Pokemon cards off and on. Haven't really been following since the Sun and Moon set. I think the XY sets were the last that I actively went out and purchased. I just got very overwhelmed with the Pokemon trading card game because there's just so much. And obviously most card games will get to that point, although I don't think any have been as ridiculous as Pokemon when it comes to how much they just, you know, throw out there. But yeah, it meant that I stopped collecting cards, and it's kind of sad because I still enjoyed the cards. I still enjoyed watching videos of other people opening cards. You know, it's a little relaxing thing to have in the background, and it scratched the itch because, you know, cracking packs and seeing what's inside is really exhilarating. So when I heard there was a Digimon card game, I'd been playing Digimon games since I was a kid, and you know, in that time period as well, I'd been replaying Cyber Sleuth and Digimon World as always. So yeah, I knew I had to get into this. At the time, I hadn't made any internal commitments as to, you know, how big I was going to go on the card game, like how much I was planning to collect. I basically just ordered what I could get my hands on at the time. So I ordered a booster box and the starter decks. The booster box and the Heaven's Yellow starter deck I was able to get in time for the pre-release, which was early November, late October of 2020. And that was really exciting. And then during that period between the pre-release and the full release, it was painful waiting for more news to come out. You know, cards were in short supply because it had only been a pre-release. So anything that was available to purchase online was either out of stock or it was massively inflated by resellers on eBay and the like. But it was a really good time. And now that the game is out, I just love collecting the cards. I decided that after one box, I almost had a full set of regular arts. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try for one of each regular art, so I can have one of each numbered card in a folder. It's a little thing that I just really enjoy. It's great to see some of my favorite characters in these cards. Really nostalgic, and yeah, it's been really fun. And obviously now we're on BT6 Double Diamond, and we've still got plenty to go. There's no reason to expect that they're going to stop anytime soon. Hopefully the card game is considered quite successful, especially in Japan, so they'll continue to print it in English. But yeah, just really love it. So we're getting to the end here of BT3. We got the two final secret rares there, Imperial Dramon and Omnimon Alter S. And that's the end of this folder. On the back I just have the memory gauges, just because I'm a collector, you know, so shoot me. So that is the first folder, the purple folder. Now let's have a look at the next folder. Okay, here's the next folder. This is the BT4, 5, and 6 folder. So this is when they started to actually make pre-release printed cards. So what I've done in this folder is I've got the pre-release version of the cards over the top of the regular version. So the regular version is in there under there, and I've got the pre-release stamped one on top. I didn't have too many pre-release cards because I got 2 pre-release packs with each of my 4, 5, and 6. So well, one pack per box. So I ended up with 2 packs per set, which is 8 cards. Sorry, 4 cards per set. My counting is atrocious today. So there'll be 4 pre-releases in each of these sets. So here is BT4. Now, BT4 Great Legend was a pretty fun set. There was some cool Digimon in it, like Vermilimon over here, got Spinomon. It was a bit of a focus on the I can't think of what the anime series is called, but it's the Digimon that, well, people Digimon Fusion things. So maybe it's called Digimon Fusion. I haven't watched that series, I'm sorry. Got Agumon, Aldermon, things like that. There's my second pre-release, kind of hard to see, but pre-release Shine Greymon. So yeah, it was a cool set, the first opening. It was the first booster box I opened on this channel as well, which was pretty fun. Though it was disappointing to have to open the second box and get essentially almost no cards that I didn't already have. It was all duplicates, and that was really disappointing. So yeah, it would have been nicer if I'd been able to collect more. That's my third pre-release, Sunflowermon. Just by the 2 boxes that I bought, but alas. Here's one of my favorite artworks, and also the artwork that I use in my channel picture, Leomon. Really nice. Yeah, but a nice card, a nice set of cards. I think the alternate arts are really good in this set, really colourful. And we'll go through some of the alternate arts as well after we've gone through this folder. But yeah, they had more of the differently coloured Digimon, like you've got the black Gabumon there, which is really nice. Dobemon, Cerebrusmon, Digimon I'm not even familiar with. So yeah, pretty nice. And we're getting more white Digimon here with Chaosmon, etc. And there's my 4th pre-release, Taikamiya. Very nice. The other thing with the set was that this set introduced Lucemon, which to this day is still a very sought after card in the game. And one of the cards that I had to purchase, which was really disappointing. But a very cool looking card for sure. Now we're heading over to Battle of Omni. Got Sumimon, my pre-release. Battle of Omni was a really fun set for me, especially because I got one of every card in the set from the 2 boxes that I purchased. I didn't have to buy any other cards. That was it. And that was really great. There's another pre-release there, Christ Belgiumon. It's really disappointing I didn't film it. If I'm honest, I'd taken a bit of a break. It's my 3rd one, Renamon. I had taken a bit of a break from making videos because I've just been really busy with work, and it was I wasn't able to find time to do it. Another of my favourite there, Weedmon, bartering for meat with Monochromon. Love that card. But yeah, I was really happy with the set because I pulled one of every card. I got some really good alternate arts, and yeah, what more could you really ask for? So yeah, Battle of Omni, probably my fondest set for opening for sure. And it has some really great cards. Really like the War Greymon and Black War Greymon rare cards. It's also the last set that included the gold borders around the rares. So it's kind of hard to see on this card here. Kind of see the shiny gold borders. Last time they did the gold borders, before they moved on to the new holo pattern, which is fine by me because I really like the new pattern as well. But these still look really great. So you've got your Omnimons, got your Tamers from Cyber Sleuth, which is really cool. It's a really good game. If you haven't played it, I would highly recommend it. And over here we have the secret rares, Omnimon X Antibody and Omnimon Swart Defeat. And now we're on to Double Diamonds, so the most recent set. The set that I most recently opened on the channel, and the first set to have the foil around the rares in a different way to the previous sets. So really cool set. This one I think has been my favorite so far for artwork. It's a really great cards in here like Jesmon, Agumon Bond of Bravery, and the rares being foil in the way that they are just adds this extra level of sort of like sheen, and it makes you feel like you got something cool in every single pack. So this was a really fun set. The cards that I had to pick up that I was missing from my booster boxes include Gabumon Bond of Friendship, Here's my pre-release. We've got Mimicmon. Interestingly, with this set as well, the pre-releases were given a foil border, which the regular versions of the cards do not have. I really like this Pulsemon as well. I think it's really nice. So got some more over here. Mammothmon is a really cute Digimon. Do like Mammothmon and Skull Mammothmon. Who else we got over here? Morphomon. We've got Ancient Troymon, which is just funny as far as I'm concerned. Deputymon. And this was the set with some censored cards in it, so I'll show you those at the end, are the ones that I've picked up, which I've already shown on previous videos, so it's nothing new, but still. Got King Kakumon, which is just is interesting. Got Skull Greymon over here. And then we have Systemon Blanc is another pre-release for the set. And we have Systemon Seal, which in Japanese, the card is Systemon Noir. So we'll go through that one in a second. We've got the pre-release Taikamiya over there. And was that 4 pre-releases, or was there another one that I've missed? I feel like I've missed one. Maybe it was an option card. Maybe I just scrolled past it. Oh, there it is. Blasted Disaster. There we go. Thought it might be an option card. And then over here we have Alphamon, and the final card I had to pick up was Beelstarmon, which I was able to pick up for £23 in the end. So I watched its price drop from what was about 50 at the time down to 23. So I'm glad I watched that. Now in terms of the censored cards, these are 2 cards from the Japanese set. So we have Balhakmon here, which has Systemon Noir in the background, and then we have the Systemon Noir card itself. There are a couple of other cards in the set that are censored. For example, I think, is it Gundramon in the Japanese set has a bullet hole on its card, which is missing from here, and its smoke is more kind of rainbowy. There's not so much smoke. And I think Deputymon as well has smoke coming out of his guns, which isn't there on the English card, but still really nice. And that is the grey folder. So let's quickly go through the orange folder now, and I'll be right there with you. Finally, last but not least, we have the orange folder, which is where I keep my alternate arts, my promo cards, my rare cards, just anything that's a bit different to the main sets. So you will have seen a lot of these before if you've already been through some of my previous videos, but I'm just going to quickly run through these with you now. So on the first page, we have the Tamer Evolution box promo cards. So these are the English versions. You've got Shadow Wing, Gaia Force, Hammer, Spark, Kokaitis Breath, Heaven's Gate, Heaven's Charm, Hornbuster, and Flower Cannon. And then this is just one of the sleeves because it looks really nice. Then on the back page of here, we have the Japanese versions, which again, I don't collect the Japanese cards, but I've kept these ones for now. Over here, we have the start of the promo collection. Now, one thing that is really interesting, which I only recently realized, is that there's these original promos, P1 to 6, they were released in multiple different ways, which I already know of. So there's the sweepstakes, which I haven't shown off in this video actually, but there is a sweepstakes which you could win, which was a folder that included these cards. I do actually have that somewhere. I'm not sure where that is, so I'll have to go looking for that. And you could also get them from the promo pack 0.0 that I showed off in the video as well. And you can get them as a separate set of cards. Now, what I didn't realize is that there's actually 2 different foiling types on these cards. So if I were to demonstrate with Gomamon, you see underneath here, there is a regular silver foiling, but then there's a rainbow foiling, which is slightly different. And you might say that's just a lighting, but you can see it is definitely different. So there's actually 2 versions of these promos. And thankfully I already had both, because a friend of mine picked me up the rainbow versions of these for my birthday earlier in the year, and at the time I didn't even realize they were different to my silver bordered ones, so I just put them to one side. But I recently discovered that, and so I've put them in the folder in their rightful place with the others. So that's really cool. So maybe worth checking your ones, see what ones you have. The rainbow ones are generally considered more valuable, but obviously I don't plan to sell these because I'm collecting the promos. So that's promo 1 to 6 from the original promo packs. Now we have the oil slick promos, which it might be hard to see when it's behind multiple different sleeves and whatnot, but these are the ones that came in the box promotion pack that came with version 1.0 and 1.5. So that goes all the way up to Taikamiya V Tamer. Then we have tournament pack 1.0, which are the 8 cards you see here. So we've got 6 here, the most expensive one being Diaboromon, and then you've also got these 2 up here. So those are the promo tournament pack 1.0. We have the memorial pack cards, which is these 4 here. We have the Great Dash pack cards, which is up to here. So you see we're up to P-027. Next up, we have Pulsemon, just on his own, just chilling. We have then the power-up pack promos. So I have a foil version of all 6 of these, and then I've got a couple of non-foils, which I think is Agunimon and Lobomon, just because I happen to get them in my packs. I haven't collected the non-foil versions of these. Maybe I will. Next up, we have the Memory Boost promos, which came from the Gallopmon and All Force Digimon starter deck. So we've got red, blue, yellow, green, black, purple. And one thing that was pointed out in my comments, thank you very much for the person that left this comment, is that these are actually all references to training in the Digimon World games. Now, not all of them are from the original game. For example, this bomb training game here and this punching thing here, they're not in the original games, but that's why you've got the Digimon in the background. It's like them training to evolve. So he's going to evolve into Veedramon, he's going to evolve into Cyclonemon, you've got Agumon evolving into Greymon, Wormmon into Stingmon, and he's actually doing the running from Digimon World, so that's what that symbol means there. So that's really cool. Hagurumon and Gardramon, and then you've got Devimon and Devimon, who's actually under the waterfall, which was MP training in Digimon World. So thank you for pointing that out, that's really cool, and I'll be making sure to reference these in my next reference video. Next up, we have the Double Diamond Dash Pack promos. So there's 6 of these total: Geomon, Gabumon, Kudamon, Hercules Kabutorimon, Kurisarimon, and then finally Wizardmon, and that brings us up to the P-048. So 48 numbered promos so far. Really cool. Glad to have every promo that's been out so far. It's been fun collecting those. Next up are my alt arts. Now these alt arts are pretty much all ones that came from boxes, with a couple of exceptions. So my Omnimon is my most cherished and valuable card for sure. I got that in my pre-release box. It's a shame it doesn't have a pre-release stamp. That would have been really awesome. But still, really happy to get that one. And also Metal Greymon, which was in my second 1.0 box. Leopardmon I purchased myself for a good price. All Force Veedramon and Mastimon were the alt arts from my 1.5 boxes, which is good because I really like those. We have one of the Rise Greymon promos from the premium pack. Down here we have 3 alternate arts from Great Legend, because I actually got 2 alt arts in a single box. I got Agunimon and Rise Greymon from a single box, which meant I didn't get any secret rares in that box, which was a bit of a shame, but it was cool to get 2 alternate arts, and also Dan Devimon from my second Great Legend box. For Battle of Omni, we have Omnimon Zwart, and we have Omnimon Zwart Defeat, both of which are alt art Omnis from my Battle of Omni box, so really, really cool to get those. From Double Diamond, we have Systemon Seal alt art, which is a really cool card. Really glad I picked that one. We have the Agumon alternate art, which is really lovely. And then we have a few box topper alt arts here. We've got the babies from Double Diamond, and we also have my Garurumon alt art that I pulled from a Classic Collection Japanese booster, which was a really nice surprise. Over here we have some more box topper alt arts. So we have the Tamers from version 1.0. So Izzy and Sora I bought for cheap, and Joe and Kari I got from my boxes. We've got Airdramon, Ankylomon, and Garurumon, who were from the 1.5 boxes. Tai from the Great Legend box. Arata from the Battle of Omni box. And then I have Phoenixmon and Mega Gargamon, who are 2 of the first anniversary promos. I haven't collected the rest because they are quite expensive. I'm just going to see if they're going to drop in price, but if they don't, I probably won't collect them, which is really sad because they are really nice, but I just can't justify spending that much on those promos. Next up, we've got some blank pages here. I haven't finished sorting out this folder. We've got the Garudamon, Garurumon, and Lilymon cards from Tamer Pack 2. And I have these because they were really cheap to pick up, so happy I got those. We also have a Huckmon from BT7 in Japanese because I'm expecting this card to be censored in the English set. And we also have Systemon Noir Awakened from BT7, which again I'm expecting to be replaced by Systemon Seal. Next up we have the Dash Pack alternate arts. So we have the 1.0 Dash Pack arts, and then we have the 1.5 ones. And then up here some recent additions. These are the Tournament Pack version 3 cards. Now in the new Tournament Packs you get 4 cards, and it's a collection. So in this set it was Sora and Beamon, so I got Sora, Beamon, Bergamon, Garudamon. Really cool. I picked these up for, I think it was about tenner for the 4 of them, and I'd really like to collect more of them, especially the Angemon card because it's a reference to Digimon World. Really cool. I do want to get that one. Last but not least, we have the starter decks. These are actually in reverse order, so they are displayed as here. We've got the Gaia Red cards, Cocytus Blue, over here, got Heaven's Yellow, which is a really cool set, some cool cards, Giga Green, we have Machine Black, almost there. We have Venomous Violet, purple set. Then we have the Gallantmon deck, which is a very recent one, of course. And finally the All Force Vegemon set. So there we go, that's everything in that folder. So that's everything for today, everything in my collection. Obviously I've not shown off the sweepstakes folder. I do have that somewhere, not sure where that is, but you will have seen one before. If you want to see one, you can find it in my previous collection videos. It's really cool. It's just those promo cards, but in a pack, like a folder, which is really nice. So yeah, my collection is coming on really well, really happy with it. I do need to find out what I'm going to do with the duplicates, so I will figure that one out in due course. But that's everything for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching and for sticking with me. I know this was still quite a long one, even though I tried to make it short, but you know, I had quite a lot to show off. So thanks again for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, that'll be really appreciated. There'll be more Digimon stuff every Sunday, and I'll be seeing you guys on the next video. Take care.